Hi, everyone. I hope you are all having the best day today. I am looking outside. It's been super hot here. I'm still in Ohio, but it's been really nice. I've been getting a lot of fresh air, so I hope wherever you are listening from that you have been able to spend some time outside and relax. Today, I want to talk a little bit about energy, and with that, specifically to the energy that surrounds us, the places that we live, any stuck energy that we might be around, and kind of figuring out how we can move or clear that energy out of our space, to really just be living our best life. So, something that is really important that I want you guys to practice with is just sensing how you feel in certain places. So you could even start with your house, your apartment, because you spend the most time there. So really sense how you feel in each room. And you don't physically have to be there now, but just picture yourself in this room and see what comes up. So each room, each space, whether it's your car, whether it's your office, grocery store, bedroom, wherever it is, it has its own energy. So we have the power to alter the energy within that space. So if it is low vibrational energy, it's going to negatively impact us. So stuck energy in our spaces will lead to stuck energy within inside our body, which leads to disease, which leads to frustration, anger, stress, anxiety, all of that. So when we learn to live within the flow, when we are vibrating at a higher vibration, then life just is easier, and we are at more of a peace with ourselves. So I just wanted to bring this up to you guys, and I want you to practice. I want you to just sense how each of these places make you feel and ask yourself why. You could do this after you're done listening to this, when you have some quiet time. Just ask yourself why and just kind of sink into the answer. It's pretty interesting because even like this morning, I don't know, randomly I was like, my high school gymnasium like popped into my head, and I was like, what is this? So I like kind of sat into like how this makes me feel, like this space, the energy, and it's interesting. It's like a rabbit hole of these places that kind of have this weird energy. But you could even sense it going into like vintage stores, for example, or like antique stores, because everything has energy. So physical items, spaces, rocks, crystals, everything has an energy. Even relationships that you have with other people, that tie, that connection has its own energy, its own vibration. So this antique store that I had gone into, and this has happened like multiple times, for me, I feel more affected after I'm leaving, but it's just this like heaviness. It's this feeling of, it's yucky. It's like this uncomfortable, weird funk that you're in. So just sense that, because the more you practice with it, the more that you're able to kind of tune into how you're feeling, the more aware, and the more that this intuition of noticing will grow. But that also kind of ties in with residual energy. So with antique stores, everything has an energy. So if something is yours, the person who had it before left their own energy in it. So it could go back like person to person to person, and all of this built up energy can be in this space or this object, and who knows where all this stuff has been. That's why being able to clear your space and to really invite positive vibrations in is so important with residual energy. So this is a little bit out there, but I'm just going to say it anyway. So like watching haunted documentaries and different things that I'm into, residual energy is stuck energy within a place. So certain ghosts or certain apparitions, for example, are residual energy. So it's energy that's stuck in this space that really has no idea that it's even there. It's stuck energy. You don't want that. So use some of these tools to help clear all of this stuff out of your space so that you can live your best life. So I'll start off with house clearings because I feel like that's, I don't know, it's super interesting. So whether it's this dark demonic spirit that you think lives in your house, or it's just the remnants of maybe a fight that you had with someone you live with, or someone was sick, or it could be anything, or just because you want a fresh, clean space, you can just cleanse your house, your space. So I suggest using Palo Santo or sage. Those are the main two cleansers, purifiers. So you can get them at, I'm sure Amazon sells them, but you can get them at any like esoteric new age crystal store. Or I'm actually trying to like make my own right now. So I'm going to have to like research where I can find a sage plant to like dry it out, but that's something else. But yeah, so once you have your sage or your Palo Santo, all of this stuff works with intention. So really just believing in your intention and what you want and saying it with conviction. So come up with an intention that you're setting for clearing your space. Let it be easy. So say that you are releasing any stuck energy that no longer is serving your highest good. Anything that resonates with what you want, just make sure that you're repeating that throughout this process and leave doors and windows open so that any of this stuck energy can go out. So start within any place inside your house, and we're going to start with counterclockwise motion. So start throughout that room, saging or Palo Santoing around doorways, around windows, any dark spaces, corners, anything, and just let your intuition guide you. But make sure you're going in a counterclockwise way. And then go into a counterclockwise way into the following room. So if you're looking at like maybe the map of your house, you're moving throughout your house in a counterclockwise way. So this motion releases energy. So as you're repeating your intention, that you are releasing any stuck or stagnant energy that is no longer serving you. You're sending it out. You are releasing it. So then once you finish this, you can do part 2, which you don't have to do. I do sometimes. So basically, the first part releases the energy, and then the second part, you're bringing in positive energy. So like I said, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Depends on how much time I have or what I want out of it, what I feel like I need to do. So if you choose to want to replenish your space with fresh, new, high vibrational energy, you can. Just set a similar intention. So whether it's calling in your angels or spirit guides or just positive, high vibrational beings or energy, you can call that in, but sage and Palo Santo in a clockwise motion. Making sure that your windows, your doorways, there's a way for them to come in, for this energy to come in. So then once you do that, I like to finish it off with saging myself. So you could just go in a counterclockwise way if you're doing this at the beginning around yourself, kind of step around in a counterclockwise way to release any stuck energy. And then at the end, you could do a clockwise motion, kind of waving it around you just to bring in any positive, uplifting, high vibrational energy. So this will totally transform your space. You just have to believe in your intention. You can feel a dramatic difference afterwards. So when you're doing your spring cleaning or whenever you're like really getting down to the nitty gritty of it, physically, you can only clean so much. So yeah, it might look spotless, but the energy is still stuck and stagnant and just not good. So you want to make sure that you're doing this from time to time. You can even pair this with the moon cycles too. So new moons are a great time for intention setting or fresh beginning. So you could do your cleansing at that time if you want more of like a habitual routine for this. I do it probably once a month, but it goes off of when I feel like I just need a cleansing. So just kind of trust your intuition on that. So other things I want to talk about with cleansing your space. So crystals are also amplifiers of energy. You can cleanse them with sage or Palo Santo, but you can also cleanse them by putting them in your bathtub with water and salt. Certain crystals you can put in water, certain ones you can't, but you can also cleanse them by putting them out into the earth. So letting them sit in dirt for a while will help to cleanse their energy. The earth actually has its own energetic field, and the earth vibrates at 7.83 hertz, which is the Schumann resonance. So we can physically alter our energy by earthing. So if we are feeling stuck or if we're feeling kind of bogged down and gross, go out and hug a tree. It actually works. I know it sounds crazy. Put your feet in dirt. Really just kind of feel the earth. And that's a great way to kind of reset your energetic field to match the earth's, the 7.83 hertz. You can also use sound healing as a way of cleansing your crystals, cleansing your space. So the crystal bowls that I use, a lot of them are 432 hertz, which is this healing frequency. So you can cleanse your aura, pretty much anything with these crystal bowls with this sound. You can also use Reiki. So you can Reiki your crystals, you can Reiki yourself. So all of these ways can be used interchangeably. I suggest just practice and see what works best for you. What do you feel most comfortable with? And just try it all. See what you like the best. Sorry, my mouth was like drying out. Something else, Feng Shui. So I read a book about Feng Shui like a year ago, and it was super interesting, but I haven't really kept up with it. But I do want to get back into it. I don't know a lot about it, but it basically deals with the energy flow within inside your house. So there's this map, the Bagua map, and you pair it with how you have certain furniture, certain elements set up within your house. So it directs the energy flow to either encourage abundance or growth in certain areas of your life, or it can actually hinder certain areas of your life. So that's interesting to look into. I'm sure if you just Google Bagua map, you can see which squares correspond with your own house and kind of see and just look into it and practice that, because that could be an easy, quick fix for bringing in some good energy as well. So with all of this, the main thing I want you guys to remember is really just trust your intention. So by focusing on your intention, making it a clear intention, you're able to help shift all of this energy out of your space. So once your space is clear, you can focus on your own energetic field too. So whether someone came over and they're like in a bad mood and it's all this low vibrational energy that they're bringing into your space, you can clear it. You can move all of their energy out of your space by using some of these tools, some of these techniques. And reach out to me if you guys have any questions. So this next part, I want to focus on grounding and moving other people's energy out of your own personal space, your auric field. So I want you to get comfortable. If you can't do this right now, you can come back at any time and play this back, but you can't do it if you're driving. I listen to all my podcasts when I'm driving, so if you're driving, you can't do this. But if you are able to do this now, get into a comfortable position. This is a short, guided visual meditation on grounding and moving other people's energy out of your space. Okay, so get yourself into a comfortable position. Make sure for this that you have a straight back, that your legs aren't crossed or twisted in any way, that they're either flat on the floor, or if you're on the floor completely, then just make sure that they're straight out in front of you. I want you to close your eyes and slowly just sink in to the breath. And just notice. Notice the breath. And I want you to picture a tree trunk connecting from the base of your spine all the way down, deep, deep, deep down into the center of the earth. And I want you to make this tree trunk a color. Whatever color comes to you first, go with that. Let it be easy. And make sure that this tree trunk is wide, about the width of your body, your seat. And just visualize it, see it connecting down all the way to the center of the earth. And now bring your attention to the center of your head. Try to rest in this place in the center of your head where it's expansive, it's peaceful. Between the ears, about 2 inches back behind the eyes. And just continue to notice. If you have any conversations from earlier that day that are coming back up, just release them down your tree trunk, down this cord as energy. Any people that pop in, just send them down the cord, this energy, just send it down. When you send it down the cord and it reaches the center of the earth, it becomes neutralized. So you're releasing their energy from your space and you're giving their energy back to them. Whatever else comes up through your head, just release it and send it down the cord. Okay, now focus your attention on the vibration of the earth. Whether you're sitting on the ground, whether you're sitting in a chair, just focus on bringing this energy up through your feet. And I want you to pick another color and visualize it coming up into your feet, washing off any stuck or stagnant energy, moving around the feet, up through the ankles. And as it moves up the ankles, it's washing off any energy in your shins, your calves, up through your knees, sending any stuck energy down the cord to the center of the earth. As it continues to move through the knees, it's moving up the thighs, up and down, washing off any stuck energy. And it's reaching your hips, sending any energy down this cord. And now I want you to focus your intention at the top of your head. And I want you to tune in and see energy as another color coming from the sky. And I want you to see this energy coming into the center of your head and down the back of your head into your neck. Now this color is washing off any stuck energy that you have, and it's moving down the top of your back, deep, deep down, not missing any spots. It's covering everything. Continue to see it, and see it reaching down your lower back, deep, deep down. And remember, just keep breathing throughout all of this. Once the color, the energy reaches the bottom of your back and down into your hips, I want you to mix the two colors together. So we're going to take 90% of the color from the sky and 10% of the color from the earth, and we're going to mix it together and formulate this new color. And we're going to bring it up the front part of our body. It's washing off our stomach, our chest, going down our arm channels, both hands, all of our fingers, going up our neck, up over our face, until we're completely full of this energy. And continue to notice all of the stuck energy going down this cord, going deep down, draining to the center of the earth. Now, once you're completely full, I want you to see this energy come out the top of your head like a fountain, shooting out and filling all of the space around you, filling in your aura, about 5 to 7 feet, completely filling this space around you, and it feels so good. Let it be easy. And once you're completely full, I want you to picture a golden sun above your head. And I want you to notice it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's filling up with all of your life force energy, all of your energy that's been scattered throughout all of your interactions. It's all coming back into this sun. And it's getting larger and larger. And once it's huge, I want you to pull it down. Pull it down over your head, into your head, and into your body until you're fully immersed in this bright and warm sun. And once you're full of the sun's energy, I want you to slowly tip the top of your head and release any energy that was just stuck up there, just to top it off. And as you slowly bring your head back up, I want you to just rest in this feeling for a couple seconds of knowing that you are being filled completely with your own energy, and you've released any stuck or stagnant energy from anyone else down that cord into the center of the earth. It's no longer yours. And when you feel ready, I want you to slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes, and you can begin to slowly open up your eyes. And just continue to notice how you feel. Through that meditation, you were able to move energy out of your space, to ground, and to be filled with your own energy. And it feels so good. Thank you guys. So I learned this guided meditation through my teacher, Catherine Shift, and I've worked with her, and I've done this for a couple years now, and it's my go-to. Whenever you're feeling stuck, or whenever you're feeling frustrated, or like you picked up someone else's energy, or have these emotions that just don't feel right with your soul, go to this. Use this meditation to move this energy out of your space. It's powerful. I used this before when I had a herniated disc in my back, and there were certain stretches I couldn't do, but I would sit down and I would do this. And there were times after getting up after this meditation and I had no pain, which was completely out of this world because nothing else was helping but the power of visualization and the power of moving energy through meditation. So I hope that this served you in some way. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a review, and I will see you all soon. Have the best day.